Well, hello everyone, it's Liam Carrison here, and it's time for the final episode of the Vampire Diaries Season 2. A fantastic season, a season that definitely has risen the bar for what, Season 1 established, and, I really got immersed into Season 1. It was just a really, really fantastic introduction into this universe, but Season 2 has just been on another level, especially when you've got the introduction of the werewolves, I guess you could say, especially when you've got the originals as well, and, with Elijah and Klaus, it has just been very, very intense. So yeah, but obviously, with Season 2 in mind, there also came the last episode, which is probably, I guess, my favourite episode of the entirety of the Vampire Diaries so far. Just with, how intense it was, how emotional it became, and yeah, I mean, you didn't have a really, really good vibe coming into that episode. And yet you were hoping for some kind of miracle to shine through, and yeah, so we had Jenna dead. John even, I guess, sacrificed himself with the fact that he would take, I guess, Elena's place in death. So, yeah, but not just that, though. We've also got Damon, who is, of course, still suffering from the bite, as was revealed at the end of episode 20. Yeah, and obviously we know there's no cure. For now, there has to be a way. Because we're not losing Damon. There has to be a way. There just has to, okay? So, yeah, with the last episode being very intense as it was, it doesn't stop there. So, I am not ready for this episode, but I am very intrigued to see how we're going to end things for Season 2. How we might set things up for Season 3, who knows? But still, it's going to be very interesting to see what will happen in this final episode of this fantastic season. So with that said, it is episode number 22 of Season 2 for the Vampire Diaries. Let's go.
It needs some time.
I might
Maybe
not
a
have
lot of time.
Oh.
Sure, of course. Take all the time you need.
The way he's just approaching her with such delicacy. Ah, my heart.
Let's
Oh.
taste on. Let's go to sleep.
Yeah, I don't like that. No. You just want to wish it to go away, but that's not healthy either. Damon. Damon, get the... What? Damon. Oh my god. Damon. Yes, thank you.
Hey, get it over with.
Oh no, Damon. Damon.
Conserve your strength.
Oh my god.
Brother would break his bond, even though you did try to kill me.
I
Yeah.
could have.
Saving grace in your hour of need, right? But I didn't.
No, no one can. Not even you.
Lovely.
I'm Scarlet. We made it through the war. You guys went through hell, and my mom knows I am a vampire.
We just have to be distracted.
And yet, in spite of everything, we persevere.
I love her. I love her. Because she is going to try to be the light and all of that shit, and it's just wholesome.
Nature ensures a balance to everything.
Is that true? Or are you just saying no because it's Damon?
Yeah.
Perhaps it is his time to die.
Maybe he's had a good run, but now...
Punishment.
Yeah. It's not happening, though.
Ready to get back to work. I need you to update me on where we are with the vampire situation. Well, there've been some
Oh,
developments,
shit.
but
Oh,
I'm
shit.
handling it. Are you? Because I left you in charge of this town's safety, and lately I'm not seeing any results. I said I'm handling it. Then
She's
see what you
done.
do, Sheriff.
She is
Because
done.
If you can't.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Is he gonna...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the hits just keep coming.
He came to the house this morning and tried to apologize.
Oh,
I
she's
practically
gonna feel
slammed the door in his
bad.
face.
He told me I owe it to him to find it.
Oh. Oh.
Go talk to him. Just tell him that there's still hope.
Yeah, like he's gonna accept that.
He's toying with you. All you have to do is say no. Walk away.
That's
You had
it.
a choice. Promise me that you will return quickly.
To hell with you, Kath. Oh.
You understand how important family is, or you wouldn't be here.
Oh,
I bet to give you his word
shoot.
that he would reunite me with my own.
And so I shall.
No! No! Oh, you just... No!
What am I gonna do with you?
You just continue to be a bigger knob. Damn.
Make me a deal. Just give me the cure.
No.
And I'll do whatever you want.
No, Stefan. You're giving him ammunition. Oh, this is not gonna go well.
You must really hate me for that one.
Okay, give me a glass. Neither one of us is drunk enough for this conversation.
But, you know, I think with Damon.
Kill me.
There we go. He's got a death wish at the minute.
Make a sound.
Are you shitting my... No way. No way. This ain't the time.
Liz.
Oh, ouch. Went full into that bloody wall.
Off. He was magnificent.
No. Don't you dare.
1917. He went into Monterey. and
Don't
wiped
you
out
dare try
an
to push his
entire
bad side out.
village. A vampire I can make a deal with. That is the kind of talent
No.
that I can use when I leave this town.
No, 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 no. No.
Katerina.
She's all good. Holy shit.
You want your
Holy
cure?
shit.
There it is.
Your blood is the cure.
Gotta love my...
But you're wrong.
They're murderers, Elena. End of story.
Damon Salvatore was just spotted outside entering the grill.
Shit.
You gotta let me come with you. He's sick.
Oh, no. Oh! No, 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 no. No. I swear
Check
to...
him at the grill. Get the paramedics here. You'll be fine.
No way. No way. No. No.
I need you to grab him. Take him with us.
No, you can't move him. This is a crime scene.
Mom, you let them go.
Let her deal with this.
Okay. All right.
You've done enough.
Come here, buddy. I got you.
Oh.
I got you.
Oh, Jeremy.
It's more like it. I want you to join me for a drink.
The fact he's gonna sell his soul to the devil here. Oh my god. This is depressing.
Again.
You are a manipulative bastard. You suck. Oh no, Stefan.
They don't want to help.
Well, they
No
have to.
way.
He said there'll be consequences.
They can't do this shit.
Shut up.
Me. No, we can handle the consequences, okay?
Please help me.
Oh. Come on.
I love him.
Oh, my heart. Unless...
Oh, Jeremy. Oh my God.
Oh. I don't think Emily's too thoroughly impressed, but yeah.
It is your choice to make.
I choose you, Catherine.
Look at me.
Oh,
It's
no.
Elena. It's Elena.
Promise me you will not tell my brother.
I promise. And I don't want you to be afraid of me anymore.
That's it, though. She's still your daughter at
still
the
your
end of the
little-
day.
It's me. It's
I know
me.
it's been hard to accept, but this... Caroline needed that.
You can thank me tomorrow. And the day after that. The day after
Oh, dude, come on. I knew you were listening.
Wow! What a dick! What a dick! A lot dick!
I made the wrong choice. Tell Stefan I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
No.
What you truly are.
You suck.
come with
You
me.
really are a dick.
And save your brother's life.
You really are a dick.
That's the spirit.
I hate him.
I do, Elena. It's okay. Because if I'd have chosen differently, I wouldn't have met you.
Oh. Oh.
So sorry. I've done so many things to hurt you. You should know that.
Oh. Oh my. No.
Just the way you are.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sacrifice everything to save his brother, including you. It's a good thing you have Dan to keep you company.
Like, there's no remorse there. Like, she's like, well, this happened.
It's okay to love them both.
To behave but a real ripper. Enjoys the hunt.
See her squirm, beg. Oh my god. This is fucking depressing. Oh my. What?
Anna?
Oh my god. What the hell is this?
Vicky?
Oh, it's the ghosts of girlfriends past, okay? Okay. I'm just thinking, you got your three ghosts, like in the Christmas Carol. So, except it doesn't quite work because they're both from the past, and you've got Bonnie who's in the present. The future. Caroline. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so they're gonna torment him or something like that? I don't know, but... yeah. Like I said, there was a part of me that was hoping that this episode would be an episode where it's just, it's not going to be as intense as the last episode. This is the calm after the storm. I guess kind of akin to, Game of Thrones, where, the penultimate episode of a season usually would be the, main event one, and then, yeah. The final episode would act as an epilogue to that season, almost, in a sense, so, yeah. But... I mean, Jeremy nearly died. Well, he didn't nearly die. He did die. Stefan. Yeah. What an episode. What a massive episode. It's just insane how the last episode and this episode were just really they really pushed the boundaries in terms of like killing characters left, right, and center, whether they, are perma-dead, they are potentially moments away from being brought back, or they died but they'll get revived. It's still the impact and it's still the worry, isn't it, that really hits us. And you know what's funny is the fact that I think there was, like, especially with the whole cure thingamabob that Klaus had in the palm of his hands. I don't know, that I feel like it was all about, okay, well, we're not going to have a repeat of what happened to Rose inflicted on Damon. Even if, Damon in the bed and Elena next to him was reminiscent of Rose and Damon. But, yeah, we're not going to have a repeat of that scenario. There's going to be a way for Damon to survive this. And it will just be like he's just had a really, really aggressive illness. So, yeah. So, and that was the big focus with this episode, with the last episode teasing that we would have explored this whole scenario with Damon and him fighting his predicament, and yeah, and it was still really, really sad. So, yeah, very poignant as well, like especially, as he was about to die, I guess. Yeah. Because there were just some powerful missions that were made, and yeah. But, yeah. It is just, I'm just thinking about, obviously with Stefan and him, having to choose the darker path, seemingly, that Klaus, is just inflicted. But he also made that choice as well at the end of the day. It was either Damon or Elena. He could have easily left Damon to die. But all throughout this episode, he was going to save Damon. Whether it was Damon trying to kill himself, or whether it was, hey, you can take this blood, but you have to be on my side. Yeah. So, and that is just very, very heartbreaking, but also very poignant as well, because he is selling his soul to Klaus for Damon to survive. And that, at the end of the day, he could have left Damon to die. Damon was ready to die. Damon even said he deserves to die. Obviously, Stefan didn't hear that part, but you have Stefan going out of his way to making sure that Damon survives. And, yeah, so he at the end of the day, Stefan chose to, I guess, accept Klaus's demands, etc. So, yeah. So it was just really, really, it's just really upsetting. So, and now that, bad side's going to get unlocked further and further. So, and it was just the mere idea of bringing him to that dark side as well from Klaus that was just very, very disturbing, because he was enjoying seeing Stefan tear himself apart. It wasn't just one blood bag, it was dozens and dozens. To bring out the darker side of Stefan that, we've obviously we've obviously digested along our journey with the Vampire Diaries, because obviously Stefan was far from no saint, was far from a saint, should I say. So, yeah. But I could also see this as well from Stefan as well, him choosing Damon over Elena, as a way to, you know, make that sacrificial call himself, because he was the one that brought Damon into this supernatural world. He was the one to inflict that factor of him being a vampire, and now he's got this chance to save him. So even if Damon is you know, ready to accept the fact that death needs to find its way to him, Stefan also feels responsible for bringing Damon into this mess. He's going to save Damon. So, yeah. But yeah, it was a really, really great episode. Fantastic stuff. And I did like the fact that we, because like I said, I came into this episode expecting, oh, it's going to be, you know, it's not going to be as intense as the last episode or anything like that. We've had our intensity with episode 21. So I really hope that this episode wasn't like, oh, you okay, well, I don't know, a two-part event, because that would have broken the fandom, I would feel, because you just got to process everything from hour 1 of episode 21, and then and this episode comes along. It would have been really, really cruel to put this as part 1 and part 2, or at least 21 as part 1 and 22 as part 2. So, because, yeah, you would just be left a broken mess, because this was even heartbreaking. So, yeah. You know what's also funny, though, actually, just reflecting on Elijah. Obviously, he had that idea of looking out for his family, because with the idea that, you know, his family was scattered to the winds, that would Klaus, you know, what a dick, because he said, no, they have not been scattered to the winds, I can bring you to them. He never said, though, if they were alive or dead, I feel. So, and I was just thinking, has Elijah questioned the fact that, whereas, yeah, they might not be scattered to the winds, they could still be dead? Because, just because he hasn't scattered them, and all of that, it doesn't mean they're alive, because they could be dead. So, I was just thinking, what if, you know, bring me to my family. Okay, kill him. And then what happens? So, yeah. But as we know, when it comes to an original dying and all of that, all it takes is for that dagger to just plop out of Elijah. And I guess the rest of his family as well, because I'm assuming they have gone through the same shenanigans, I guess. So, really, that doesn't mean that Elijah is dead. So, yeah. It just means that he's just gonna have a very, very long nap. So the door is open there for Elijah, and I guess the rest of his family to return. Which, you know, in my mind, because obviously with the acknowledgement of the originals out there as a show, and seeing how this episode played out for Elijah, I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I'm already throwing my predictions out there that, well, Elijah will come back in time for the originals. Same with the rest of his family. And that really sets the stage, doesn't it? So, yeah. What it means for Klaus, have no idea, because obviously he even you know, teased the idea, well, it's not like you can you can kill me, Elijah. I'm practically invincible, so yeah. But damn. And we also had that whole situation with Jeremy. Foy, that was, yeah. I mean, I was in two minds as well when Sheriff Forbes shot Jeremy, because obviously she didn't mean to. Damon got out the way, and yeah, poor Jeremy took the bullet. So yeah, but yeah, it was like I was in two minds, because I'm like, I'm ready to just not be in a happy mood with you, Sheriff Forbes, because Elena does not need this. She's already lost she's not losing Jeremy as well. And John, I guess, if you want to count that, because obviously he wasn't, you know, the greatest person out there, but he still did something very, very impactful in a positive manner in terms of, you know, how he died and all of that. So yeah. I guess if you want to call it a positive manner, because yeah, dying is not really a positive. So yeah, but she didn't need this. But I was in two minds, because yeah, she did feel guilt, understandably, because she wasn't aiming for Jeremy. But yeah, I am glad though that she did come around to accepting Caroline, because Caroline needed that, like, especially earlier this season when Sheriff Forbes struggled to embrace Caroline. It was just very heartbreaking, and yeah, because I also did remember comparing the whole revelation bit to Sheriff Forbes as like a coming out moment, you know, with the LGBTQ plus community. Just with the way that she just rejected Caroline. And now we have this really, really nice moment where Caroline is accepted. So I do wonder how Sheriff Forbes is going. Like, there seems to be this this approach where she's turned over a new leaf, really, in terms of how she perceives the supernatural world, I guess. So I'm wondering how that's going to play on for season 3. Especially when you've got Tyler's mom, who's obviously still hell-bent on the whole vampire situation, but also Matt as well, because, yeah. But it's really, Caroline deserved that. Like, Caroline needed that moment where her mom can embrace her, where her mom knows that, you know, even if she's a vampire, she's still Caroline. She's still your daughter at the end of the day. So, because Caroline has been through it this season, and she needed a positive, I guess, conclusion to season 2. So, yeah. So, but I really enjoyed, you know, seeing how things went around with, you know, how Bonnie tried to contact Emily, and of course there was consequences in terms of Jeremy being brought back. Wasn't expecting that whatsoever. Vicky, I'm like, holy shit, and then Anna comes around. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how that's going to you know, play out for season 3, because I'm expecting that to be a test between Jeremy and Bonnie's relationship. So you know, it's kind of awkward when you're getting a bit romantic with Bonnie, and you've got your two ex-girlfriends watching in the afterlife, right? So that's going to be very interesting to explore, but the consequences were established, I guess, and voila. So yeah. So yeah, but I also really loved how Alaric really pulled through this episode, because he had every right to just not adhere to Damon's current situation. With the fact that, I mean, he even had Damon just try to push, I guess, Alaric's buttons in regards to, you know, I got Jenna killed and all of that shit, but Damon had a bit of a death wish. He wanted the suffering to end, not just in terms of what he has done in the past, but also the current situation. He saw his bite as a sign that it was time to die. And he just wanted to end it, like, with the fact that he stood in the sunlight as he took his ring off, as with the fact that he tried to get Alaric to kill him, but he wasn't gonna get that. No way. But yeah, I mean, even Alaric was very, very, you know, like I said, he pulled through in this episode, given the fact that he had every reason to, I guess, not appear in this episode and just drink his sorrows away, but he chose to be the bigger person and, you know, helped in, you know, quite a few factors, because it was Jeremy as well, but also Damon, when Stefan asked him to check on Damon. So, yeah. Great stuff from Alaric. So, yeah. I did like the fact that he did tease Jeremy at the end there, so yeah. What a dick, but we love him. We love him so much. Yeah. It was great though. Damon. Yeah. I gotta say though, like, throughout this episode, obviously you were also thinking about, okay, well, this is gonna be similar but not a deja vu moment from what Rose went through in terms of the whole hallucination shit. You were definitely expecting that, like, especially with the difference between Catherine and Elena, and, you know, obviously it had to do like, this episode had to have Damon go through that, given his situation with Catherine and his feelings for Elena. So confusion is one of the symptoms with this whole debacle, and that's it. With Damon, he had that little thing with Catherine, and he loves Elena. So, but there were moments of epiphanies that Damon went through, just recalling his life, really, and realizing he made the choice to fall for Catherine, and he chose wrongly. So, and there were some very, very powerful moments that came around in this episode. So, yeah. And yeah, it was like, I really, really love the fact that he did say that, you know what, with what's happening, I deserve this with what I've done, and yet I would not regret it, because it would be me not meeting you. He realizes the weight of his sins is drowned. Like, he is realizing the consequences of his own actions. And, yeah, it was very, very powerful, because whereas he accepts the fact that he deserves this after all the pain he's caused, he would still do it again. There is a guilt, but there is not guilt at the same time, because of the fact that if he didn't do, you know, what he's done, etc., he wouldn't get to Elena. And yeah, and I'm very intrigued to see if a potential relationship's gonna form with them two, because with Stefan in season 3, I am not liking any kind of chances with, you know, how hunky-dory things will be between himself and Elena. So, and obviously with Damon's admission, that, yeah, I feel like there's going to be a more powerful aura in regards to Damon, and obviously what he's just had to say to Elena, and yeah. So, obviously we've had confessions which Elena does not remember from Damon, but now it's all out there. So, yeah. And even Elena had certain things to say. I mean, yeah, you could chalk it down to she was comforting him as he was there dying. But I think, you know, Elena, you know, fully realizes that, you know, with Damon and how he's being very, very delicate and all of that shit to her. You know, she realizes that I mean, they've become friends when you never thought they would be. Like, Elena even said it herself, like, friends? Yeah, right. And then, obviously, they've come a long way, so, yeah. And, we got there. We got there in the end with Elena just, yeah, saying I like you the way you are, and it's just my heart. So, but yeah, Catherine coming in clutch there, of course. Not under Klaus's whims. So Klaus is a dick. He's just a straight. Like last episode, he really pushed things, obviously, but this episode was he decided to be like, you know what? I had some fun pissing people off. I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna make Stefan go through so much torment, etc. So yeah, and I'm just worried about, you know, what we're gonna see in regards to Stefan's attitude. Yeah. So, but I also really love the fact that with like there were also certain kind of parallels as well with the season 1 finale, I guess you could say, because like especially when it came to the kiss. I mean, it was Elena this time, because obviously the kiss between Damon and Elena in the ending of season 1, we know that was Catherine. So, but yeah. With the kiss in this episode, it was Elena giving him that peace that, like, he can die in happiness. Wasn't more so a declaration of love and all of that. And obviously the kiss wasn't even Elena in season 1, so, but yeah. And of course, both brothers were in a very, very perilous situation with this episode, like with season 1, obviously, when they were going to get burnt alive. So yeah. But this one, you know, Damon was dying. Stefan was being tortured and tormented by Klaus. So yeah, but honestly, though, this was a really, really fantastic way to conclude things. They could have had this a calm episode, which, I mean, this episode did set things up for season 3, don't get me wrong, but it could have been a calmer episode where there would be no one dying or no one close to death's door, except, you know, Damon was always going to be close to death's door, even if, you know, Jeremy or Elijah, etc., weren't going to knock on the door of the Reaper, I guess. But, you know, this could have been a calmer-based episode from what episode 21 presented, and they did not do that. Stakes were still high in this episode, and it was a really, really solid way to conclude things for season 2. A fantastic season. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what season 3 will bring. Also concerned, but it should be very interesting to see what will happen in season 3. But yes, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feed and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.